Hey everyone, DK here, and welcome to another episode on the AltGC server. As you've noticed, the title is no longer server snippets. I've decided to get away from the snippets. We're no longer doing snippets because I'm actually working on projects on here that I want to be showing you guys along of. I guess still a snippet, but originally the server snippet series was going to be for different servers that I was part of, but I've decided against it, and I'm not part of any other servers. I'm only on the AltGC server. So, as you can see, there has been a lot done here. I was working on a side project, doing some statues at spawn, and I was going to originally do a sub-series where I was going to record myself building them and whatnot, but unfortunately what's happened is other people started building their own statues, and I have decided there's no point building and recording if I'm not building all the statues. But, as you can see, the barn is gone. In this area has, including this little bit of a hill here. Now you're probably asking, well, why is this all open? Why is everything looking like this? What I was originally planning on doing with this area was making kind of a ravine town, which would be kind of cool, but we already have the town here, and there's no point in having a secondary town directly next to the other town. It was going to be a cool little project, but there's no point in having it. But nonetheless, I have lowered the ground. That's why the ravines have reappeared. The ground level is going to be more or less level with the river now, as you can see here, and the path is gone. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing a bit of terraforming. I am working on... Ooh, a lot of parkour there. Almost fell in lava. I've been flattening out, filling in creeper holes, little ponds, things like this. This whole area was actually cleared out for me by Met's fan on the server. He needed some apples for a project. I said, go ahead, tear down this forest. I'm going to be tearing it down anyways. Keep all the wood. I don't need it. And torched it up, and I've noticed it's a very flat area. And I've decided, okay, we are going to redirect this path. This path coming into the town originally came in through over that bridge you can see where this zombie keeps wanting to come at me. You should come across this bridge, took a right turn, then a left turn, and personally I think it was a bit too linear. The only reason I built the path like that is because the path went parallel with the world border. The world border was right here when I did originally find this spot, and there was a ravine in the world border. And I've explored all the cave and stuff in this area. And then I had an idea, oh, let's make a ravine town, but like I said, ravine town's not going to work very well alongside of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of do a kind of a landscaped hill right here, and it's going to go into a flat area. Again, we're going to have more farms here. So I'm going to have possibly a cow pen or sheep pen in this area. And probably have some cows out this way. We're going to have a field right up to the edge of this wall here, kind of like what I have over there, but all to be like wheat and carrots, potatoes, whatever. It's going to have different kind of crops and stuff in there. I also want to build another vineyard because I do have that vineyard on that side, but it's kind of small. Probably have a vineyard in this area right here. So we're going to be doing some landscaping this episode, terraforming basically. And what I'll do is I will clip away at some point in this video and show you guys what the finished product looks like. So I've been slowly torching up, lighting it up. I'm going to lower the land in this ravine. We're going to get rid of the ravine. I'm not going to fill it in, obviously, because that would be too much dirt, too much time and stuff. Holy crap, skeleton! Please. Oh, okay, there we go. Dealt with it. Dealt with the skeleton. Forgot to torch up this area though. So what I'm planning on doing here is redirecting the path. Now the path, like I said, used to connect to here, but I want to utilize all this land here for farmland. And like I said, what I want to do is have cows and or sheep in this area. I want to have some windmills going on here and have some more crops. Now, as you can see where this creeper is, I have a new kind of fence. Now, it's made of cobblestone fence, logs, more cobblestone fence on top, and then more fence on top of that. And this design actually came from the Windcraft server. they have it kind of as a fencing, medieval type of fencing all the way around the crops, and I really honestly love the way it looks, and I had to rebuild it on here. It just made sense to me. As you can see, it works. It actually makes it feel like it's you know, a proper field here. So mobs can still get in if they choose to, but they can't spawn on these logs, and you can still get over the fence if you need to, even though it's an area, but you can go onto the logs here. And it looks really good. And we have the barn over there. And this is the front of the town. There's no castle in this town. I don't think there will ever be a castle in this town. We're just going to have just a town. We're going to have a lot of farm and then vineyards, sheep, cows, possibly pigs. I haven't found any pigs out this way. I'll have to go grab some from spawn. And this path, I feel, is too new. I want to have coarse dirt in here, grass, gravel, and just a bit of cobblestone, and have that scattered around. And it's going to go diagonally down. In fact, it's going to go down after it comes out of the gatehouse here, because if you look at it, the land is down where this fence, where the wall is, and having the ground higher than the wall doesn't make sense, because you just hop over the wall and it wouldn't. If I'm trying to make a realistic medieval town with a wall around it, it doesn't make sense to have a path that's higher than the wall itself. So this area is going to be dug down to the level of the wall, and we're going to have a hill going down here, and it's going to have sort of an S shape down there, and make it look kind of like a worn path, not something that's sitting here that's brand new, that has all its cobblestone and whatnot here. So as you can see, that's why I had to tear down the barn. The barn was serving no purpose. I wasn't putting animals in it, no horses in it. It was my original storage room. I grew out of that, unfortunately, so it had to come down. So this is what's left of it, and like I said, the path's going to come down through here. I'll tear down that tree, come straight on through here. It's going to probably S-shape through the center here, so we'll have a vineyard on one side, we'll have a farm on the other side. It's going to look really, really good. It's going to keep on coming down along here, and up over this hill. Not tearing down this hill, there's no point. It's going to come straight through here, and there's a bit of a lava lake, surface lava lake right over there. It's going to go around that and then connect it up back to the original path. So all that path up there is going to be torn down, and this is going to be a much nicer front. When you come, let's say the path is going to be right here, you're going to see the wall, you're going to see the gatehouse going to do sort of an S-shaped here. We're going to have vineyards, we're going to have proper animal housing, and it's going to look all well. It's going to look pretty awesome, and I'm going to work on that this weekend. I have a few days off from work, so that's my project. We're going to make the area look good. And also, the other reason for the path S-shaping through here, we have this mountain range here, and I have a future project, which will be a couple months down the road. I want to add a dwarven fortress. Now, we know the stronghold is underneath that batch of trees down below, pretty low down, and I have my own private portal, stronghold, portal room, whatever. And what I want to do is have a huge dwarven underground town, city type of thing, kind of inspired by Skyrim. I saw something on Windcraft. I really enjoyed it. It was a dungeon. It was built to look like underground sewers running into almost a town. It felt very dwarven, personally, and I wanted to build something very similar to that. So I'll have to dig a room around the stronghold, 100 by 100 by 45, starting from bedrock going up. And I will be obviously doing an episode on that, but it won't be done till this area is done and I start working on the port town and working on the town itself. So it's going to be a big project. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut away. I'm going to show you guys the terraforming, and hopefully the path will be in place, so then I can start working on the vineyards and the farms and whatnot. And then the next episode, we'll put the farms in, and then we will continue back on working on the town itself. But yeah, that's going to be it. Alrighty, and we are back, and as you can see, I have realigned the path, and I've been doing the terraforming. I've gotten to a point now where I'm ready to start laying out the fields of the landscape, and I've been using coarse dirt as the paths that are off the edge of the main path. Now, originally I was gonna, when I said at the beginning of the video, I said I was gonna do like a whole thing with having the road not look so new. Well, I decided to keep with the new road feel and have the side roads using the coarse dirt, which I honestly think is pretty awesome. Coarse dirt's easy to make; it just requires gravel and dirt, and yeah. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to use this area here. All this area is going to be for my animals. I'm going to have a barn here, another little building here, probably another building here, and then have some paths that go around to the various areas. And I'm going to have another building right here as well. And then down here is going to be more field. Probably another vineyard. I'm really liking the whole vineyard look. And the vineyards make sense to have right directly next to the water because vineyards. So we're going to have another vineyard here, and we're going to continue that path through and around. I'm going to change that path to coarse dirt as well. And as you can see, I've actually started landscaping this area here. We already have a vineyard over here, and added the fence design that I have over here. And honestly, when you come down this path, it looks awesome. I really like the way it looks. This is much better. This is a way better. It looks way better. And then we're going to have more field right here where these animals are. And I've been filling in the area right here, just making the land flatter because there's sort of this kind of dip going on right here. Now this is something I just built earlier today. And this is the water wheel. As you can see, we have a water wheel along the river. And it helps grind out the flour for from the wheat and whatnot, and it's going to make a lot more sense when we have the fields right along this side. Right over here, we're going to have spruce forest and have some fencing and stuff along here. Have some other little outbuildings and whatnot. It's going to look really nice out here, and as you can see, the path has been redirected. So the path out of my place comes this way, and it goes back through the spruce forest and connects up back to the regular path over in that direction there. So when you come through here for the first time, you're going to see some buildings here on the left. I'm going to have it kind of like a stopover type of thing, where I have little kind of some small shops, like 2 or 3 buildings of small shops and stuff right here. Main towns over there. You won't be able to see this because, again, I'm going to have forest all along this side. I'm actually converting the area that this was a normal forest biome. As you can see, the whole thing is a forest biome. But I'm putting the spruce in. I'm going to put some tall spruce in as well throughout here. But we're going to have spruce in the town and outside the town. And this is what I've come up with, which looks really good. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, I'm hopefully going to have more of the fields completed. Have this field completed here, and hopefully have some of the barns, and have these animals moved on over here as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and goodbye.